First, and I think very important tip is to be open to a grade change. I've seen instructors dig in their heels when a learner makes a grade challenge. Then the entire process becomes a power struggle. Remember, you have all the power. You don't need to prove it to the learner. We all make mistakes. Honestly evaluate the work and see if you were taking everything into consideration. Maybe you were just cranky when you graded it. I never liked grading, and I would have to grade everything in batches, or the papers at the bottom of the pile would have harsher evaluations than those at the top. Some professors have a policy that if they reevaluate the work, the learner may end up with a lower grade. And I don't like this policy because it's clearly intended to scare the learner away. While you don't want to encourage grade grubbing, you also shouldn't be openly threatening learners who make a legitimate concern. I had a learner once come to me several quarters after she'd been in my class. She was visibly upset, and she said, "I've been wanting to talk to you about my grade in your class." And I was really confused because she'd been a great student, and I thought, geez, did she get an A- instead of an A? And she's been holding on to some kind of grudge over that. So I followed my own protocols. I made an appointment to meet with her, and I said I would happily review the grade. Then I looked up the grade, and she had received an A in the course. So then I was really confused. When we met, the student revealed that she'd received a D in the course. The grade was marked clearly an A on my grade sheet, which I showed her. The registrar's office had made some kind of error when entering the grade. When I asked her why she didn't come to me earlier, she said so many instructors get mad at you when you ask about grades that she was afraid to bring it up. So learners feel so intimidated that this particular student waited several quarters before she brought up this problem to my attention. And had she come to me right away, she could have avoided all that heartache and angst because it was easily remedied. One quick call and a fax to the registrar, and we had it fixed. This is the kind of thing that can happen when students and learners feel they can't challenge a grade.